Good morning. Welcome back. Good morning. Feel free to come to lie down. Good morning. It's nice to see some of your faces. Welcome back, Di, after your big ordeal. And Jill, good to see you here. Jane, good morning. Naomi, Alison, Diane, welcome back. Let's start lying down this morning, either in a semi-supine position or, if you like, in Supta Baddha Konasana. And if you have a bolster or some pillows or cushions, you might like to grab those for the practice this morning. So if you're coming into Supta Baddha Konasana, you might like to just pop the cushions or the bolster at the top of the mat, and then we'll have the buttocks on the mat, soles of the feet together, and then we're lying back over the bolster. So if you're feeling a bit cool this morning, you're welcome to cover yourselves with a blanket, or legs might be just stretched out like this, or without any props under the body at all, and just have the feet stepped up close to the buttocks. So just choose how you would like to commence your practice. Sighing the breath away 2 or 3 times as you arrive on your mat this morning. Welcome back, everyone. It's nice to be back. And as you settle down on your mat, you might like to just say to yourselves a few times, my face is calm. My mind is calm. My whole body is calm. My face is calm. My mind is calm. My whole body is calm. As you let yourself relax down on the floor, just begin to let go a little more, letting go of your morning, last night and yesterday, the day before that, and the day before that. And also beginning to breathe out all that disturbs you. Breathe out all that tires you, all that obscures you. Breathe it out as a light smoke, carbon dioxide, perhaps visualizing the out breath as a murky grey cloud or smoke. Letting go, letting go, letting go. And then when the breath enters you on the inhalation, see it as light, a fine stream of light. See or feel this light, this beautiful form of energy, this clear light filling your nostrils, your mouth, your throat, and then see it traveling, flowing down your spine as a great river of light, all the way down to the bones in your feet and toes, and stretching out of your toes as long antennas of light. See or feel the light filling your chest, flowing through your heart, down through your belly, into your pelvis and hips. See the light fill the bones in your arms and flowing all the way down to the bones in your hands and fingers, stretching out of your fingers as long antennas of light. See or feel the light continue to fill you until light radiates out of your skin in all directions. Now let us take a moment to feel appreciation for this moment. Thankful for this moment. Thankful for this breath, the gift of life. Noticing any resistance to gratitude, but not giving yourself a hard time about it. Just being aware of how you are feeling in this moment. And if you do feel some resistance to gratitude, you might like to say to yourself, even though I struggle at times to count my blessings, I choose to slow down and feel grateful now. I forgive myself for struggling to feel gratitude. Even though I sometimes get caught up in what isn't going right, I choose to take time to recognize all that is going right. There is so much to be grateful for. So as we practice together this morning, let us focus on gratitude as we stay slow and occasionally pause, taking time to bring to awareness all of our blessings, and especially bringing to mind the things that we might take for granted, the ability to move and stretch and walk, the ability to see, to hear, to touch. So if you have a bolster underneath you, over the next 2 or 3 breaths, you might like to just prepare to release from this position. If the knees are wide, bring them in towards each other and perhaps just roll to one side. Push the bolster out of the way so that we can all come into a semi-supine position. So we're lying on our mats with our feet stepped up close to the buttocks, and we'll just bring our hands to rest over the belly. And just directing the breath down into the belly. So a few conscious breaths into the belly, grateful for each breath. We're going to just work with a little vinyasa, a little flowing sequence here. Beginning with the hands on the belly and just feeling that your head, neck and spine are in a straight line, your feet are hip distance apart, and the back of the neck long. So tucking the chin towards the chest, soft shoulders, soft face, relaxed mouth, relaxed, soft belly. Let's exhale all breath here. And on the next inhalation, just taking the arms wide. And as we exhale, we're going to draw the right knee in towards the chest, interlacing the fingers around the knee. Just hug that knee in. On the next inhale, we release the right foot down, arms wide. And as we exhale, we draw the left knee in and give ourselves, or hug that knee in. Just pausing empty for a second or two. And then another fresh breath in as we lower that left foot down, arms wide. And this time as we exhale, we draw both knees in, giving ourselves a lovely hug, pausing empty. Inhale, lowering both feet, arms wide. And this time as we exhale, we return the hands to the belly and we rest for a breath. Okay, so let's repeat this sequence. Inhale, the arms go wide. And as we exhale, we draw the right knee in. Releasing the foot down, arms go wide. And exhale, left knee in. Inhale, arms wide. And now drawing both knees in. Give yourselves a lovely hug, a little pause at the end of the exhale. Lowering both feet, taking the arms wide. And as we exhale, hands go back to the belly and we rest for a breath. All right, let's do 3 more of these. So breathe in, arms wide. And as we exhale, right knee comes in. Lowering the foot, taking the arms wide. And left knee comes in. Lowering the left foot, arms wide. And both knees come in. Lowering both feet, arms wide. And hands return to the belly. We rest for a breath. Okay. Inhale, arms to the side. Right knee comes in. Lowering the foot, arms wide. And left knee comes in. Lower the foot, arms wide. And both knees in. Lowering the feet. And hands to the belly. Take a resting breath. Okay, let's do one more without my voice. So arms wide. Just have a look if you're not sure. And take 2 or 3 resting breaths here. Good. Now inhale, take the arms wide. This time we're going to draw both knees into the chest, give ourselves a hug. Again, the arms go wide, but this time we're going to take both legs up to the sky, flexing the feet. And as you exhale, just stay there. Good. So our arms are wide, legs are to the sky, and then we're just going to circle both feet, working into our ankle joints. Keep the chin tucking forward. Relaxing your shoulders, softening the skull, the forehead, the temples, and reversing. Good. And then just bring your feet together. So we're going to do some lowering one leg at a time. If the lower back's a little bit tender this morning, you might like to slip your hands under the buttocks. Otherwise, we can keep the arms out wide. So the feet are flexed, the heels are pointing up and the toes are pointing back towards us. We'll breathe in, and then as we breathe out, we're going to lower the right foot down nice and slowly. Heel can hover on the floor, off the floor, just off the floor. And then on the next inhale, we raise the right leg. And as we exhale, we lower the left leg down. Heel can hover. Relax your palms, soft palms. Inhale, raise the left leg up. And again, right leg lowers. Try to keep the left leg still where it is, not moving. Breathe in, lift the right leg. And lower the left leg down. Pushing out through the heel as you lower the left leg. Good. Inhale, raise the left leg. Let's do one more to each side. Good. Now you can either draw the knees into the chest and give yourselves a hug, or we'll try lowering both legs down together. So keeping the legs straight if you can, otherwise you can let them bend. Heels can hover, and then we draw them back up. So 2 more of these, or just rocking from side to side. Now, this is a little bit strong this morning. Listening to your body, the wisdom of your body. When you finish the 3, if you're working with those, bend the legs, give yourselves a hug and a little rock. All right, let's come back to center, back into a semi-supine position. Hands up now under your head into the base of the skull where the hair begins to grow. And let's start to just give ourselves a lovely massage here. See if you can let the head be very heavy. Oh, so just let the head sink down as you press into the base of the skull, working from the middle of the head out towards your ears. Oh my God, that is so sore this morning. How is your neck feeling? Some nice slow breaths. You might like to sigh the breath out through the mouth. If you find some really sore spots, you might just stay there. And again, just really focus on letting the head be heavy. Let the head sink into your fingers. Let your fingers do all the work. You're not holding the head up. You might like to open the mouth wide. Encourage a yawn. Make a few chewing motions with your mouth, just relaxing the jaw. How much tension we hold in the neck and in the face and in the mouth. Good. Oh, that feels so good. All right. And then just slowly lower the head, release your arms. Let's stretch the legs out along the mat. Inhale, raising the arms above the head. Interlock your thumbs and just wriggle and stretch from side to side. And lower the arms down. Let's do two more. Breathing in. Raise the arms, interlock the thumbs, wriggle and stretch. And lower. And last one. Raise the arms down. Take a resting breath. Let everything go. All right. Let's take the arms out to shoulder height, placing the right foot on your left thigh. We're going into a twist. Left hand to the outer edge of the knee. Left foot is flexed. Deep breath in here. And then as we exhale, taking that knee across the body. So keeping that right shoulder relaxed on the floor. And if you'd like to, you can turn the head to look along that right arm towards your right fingers. And breathe. Slowly come back to center. Give that right knee a hug and stretch the leg away. Okay, so same to the other side. Left foot on the right thigh, right hand to the outer edge of the left knee. Deep breath in, right foot flexed, and exhale. So endeavoring to keep the left shoulder down, and option to turn the head to look towards your left fingers. And breathe. And coming back to center, give that knee a hug and a squeeze, and then draw the other leg in as well. Cross your legs at the ankles, hand on each knee, and making some little circles on the floor. Good, and then cross your legs the other way and circling in the opposite direction. Good, and then we're going to just carefully and slowly roll over to one side, and we're going to come onto our tummies. Just resting one hand on top of the other, and your chin or your forehead on your hands, feet a hip distance apart. And before we move on, let's just say to ourselves again a few times, my face is calm. My mind is calm. My whole body is calm. My face is calm. My mind is calm. My whole body is calm. Okay, let's bring the feet, legs together. Bend the right leg, flexing the right foot. And as we breathe in, we're going to raise the right thigh off the floor, pushing the heel up towards the sky. And as we exhale, lower. Just keep the leg bent. Sorry, cramp in my leg. Okay, keeping the leg bent if you can. Let's do that again. So breathe in. Lift the thigh off the floor, push the heel up towards the sky, and lower. We'll do 3 more of these. So breathe in, lift the thigh, squeezing the buttock, and lower. Again, and lower. And last one. And lower. Release the right foot down, bend the left leg. Flexing the foot, inhale, lifting the thigh, squeeze the buttock, and lower. Lifting and lowering. 3 more. And last one. Lower the left foot down. Just take a resting breath here. And then we're going to take the arms and legs wide. So we're going to do the star lift, and we're just going to do this once. So you decide how long you'd like to hold the pose. So the forehead is down. Exhale all breath. And then on the next inhale, we're lifting the arms, the head, and the legs. And we're trying to stretch fingers and toes in opposite directions. And breathe. When you've had enough, come down, bend your arms and rest your chin or your forehead on your hands. If you're happy here, you might be staying a few more breaths. Listening to your body, being guided by your body and your breath. If the lower back's a bit tender when you come down, just bend the lower legs and swing them from side to side. All right, another back strengthening pose. So feet are hip width for this one. This is a variation of Sphinx. So we're actually going to take our hands out wider than the mat. You can have a look if you're not sure, creating a right angle with your arms. The forehead is down. And we're going to keep the tops of the feet pressing down. So we're not lifting the feet. As we inhale, we're lifting the head and our arms, and particularly our elbows, squeezing the shoulder blades together and lower. So we're using the strength of our back to lift us up. Breathe in and lift. So tops of the feet press down. Breathe out, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So you can stop at any point. We'll do 2 more otherwise, with an option to hold the last one for a few breaths. So this is our last one now. Inhale, lift, and either staying or just coming down and taking a rest. Just checking in with yourself, note what's going on inside. Good. All right, and we're going to do something, we haven't done this for quite a while, so feel free to have a look if you're not quite sure. It's a bit of an opening for our shoulders and a bit of a twist. So the left hand is going to be just as it was. So in a right angle, it's sometimes called cactus arm, this position. So left hand is out wider than the mat. And then the right hand is going to rest next to our chest, the right side of the chest. Forehead is down, feet are together. Then we're going to bend the right leg and see if we can swing that leg over to touch the floor. See if the foot or the toes can touch the floor. So you'll feel it into the left shoulder. I probably don't need to tell you that. And we're holding and breathing. If it's a bit intense, just come back to center. Just have a few breaths here. And then we'll slowly unwind ourselves, come back to center. And one hand on top of each other. Just take a breath or two here in a neutral position. Okay, and then we'll try the other side. So right arm is in cactus arm position, a right angle. Left hand is next to our chest. So left elbow is pointing up. Legs are together. Bend the left leg. And then we'll see if we can swing that leg over to the right side. Toes, foot potentially touching the floor. And breathe. And noticing how this side feels. Might feel quite different. And then we'll slowly unwind ourselves. Come back to center. One hand on top of the other. And again, a breath or two, just resting, letting go. Now, in a moment, we're going to push back into extended child. Those of you who've got super energy today and would like to challenge yourself a little bit, we'll see if we can lift up into Chaturanga Dandasana from this position. So if you'd like to try this, the hands come alongside the chest, the forehead is down, we tuck the toes, and then we just see if we can lift the whole body off the floor, even just for a second, and then you can lower down. Don't worry if that's not happening today. Okay. And then when we've had enough of that, we'll slowly lift ourselves up through cobra, a back bend, bend the legs, and coming back into extended child. You can keep the arms forward, or if you prefer at this point, making fists with the hands and resting your forehead on the fists. All right. And from here, we're going to come up onto all fours. The knees are directly under our hips. Our wrists are directly under our shoulders. Inner crease of the elbows are facing each other. And we're going to work with some cat. About 8 rounds of cat. So just begin by exhaling all breath. Fingers are spread wide. Knuckles of the fingers pressing down. So as we breathe in, starting to lift the tailbone, release the belly, hit the face soft. And as we exhale, pushing the back up towards the sky. Breathing in as we dip. Breathing out, push the spine up. Good, so find your own breath here. Perhaps a gentle smile on your lips. Breath flowing in. Breath flowing out. Finish the one you're on and just work with a couple more. When you finish that last one, just release back again into extended child. Keep the arms extended this time. Take a resting breath. All right. As we inhale now, let's come around to the left side. Coming forward, around to the other side, and all the way back. Around to the side, forward to the other side, and 3 more of these. And then reversing. Good. And back into extended child. Take a breath. All right, let's lift up now into elephant pose. So fingers are spread wide, little fingers touching the outer edges of the mat, little toes touching the outer edges of the mat. When you're ready, lift your knees and lift your hips. And coming up into our beautiful elephant. Find your elephant this morning. Breathe If you're a bit congested, don't stay too long. We're going to make our way up to stand in a moment, so you can, at any point, just walk your feet in towards the hands and slowly come up. But if you're happy here, let's just stay another few breaths. Good, and then lift up onto your tiptoes. Walking in. You might like to just lift up halfway when you've walked in, fingers on the mat or onto your shins, lowering down, legs bent or straight. And then let's slowly, slowly start to come up. Might lift your shoulders up towards your ears. And then roll the shoulders down the back. Perhaps again. Good. All right. So standing with the feet hip width, toes are spread. Let's work with our beautiful flowing bird to begin our standing postures. So breathe in as you raise the arms up. Bend the legs, breathing out, arms come up behind, legs are bent or straight. Inhale, in the arms up, and exhale. So a few rounds. Find your own breath once again, find your own rhythm. Couple more. Last one. And when you finish, take a breath in our beautiful mountain pose, Tadasana. Good. A little bit more twisting, so a little bend in the legs. Make sure you're not going to bump into anything, and just let the arms be nice and free now. Nice and relaxed, floppy, loose. And taking the arms up a bit higher. Above the head. Back to shoulder height. Back around the waist. And just letting the arms slow down. Take a deep breath in. Side away. We'll do a little bit of bouncing. So just get the legs bent, and we might like to continue blowing the breath out through the mouth as we bounce and shake and perhaps sway. Feel that you are releasing, shedding, letting go of any heaviness, any fatigue, anything that might be blocking your light, your feeling of gratitude, of appreciation. Good. And then we'll just slow that down. We're going to do 3 stylia removers. So continuing to let go of anything that might be blocking us, keeping us small, keeping us feeling ungrateful. Let's breathe in, raise the arms up, and then blow the breath out through the mouth. 2 more. Breathe in and let it all go. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. We'll just stay here for a moment and sway over towards one foot, one leg, and to the other side. And back to center. And slowly, slowly coming up. When we're upright, we'll slowly raise the arms up. We're going to hold the right wrist, and as we exhale, lean over to the left side. Breathe yourself back to center. Change the grip over to the right. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, change the grip. Exhale over to the left. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Inhale back to center. And release the arms down. And just take a resting breath. All right, let's come to the backs of our mats, standing into Tadasana with the hands in Namaskar Mudra, prayer position. So feeling the connection of the earth with beneath our feet, and at the same time connecting with heavens above, lengthening up through the crown of the head, but just letting the shoulders soften down. Perhaps a gentle smile on your lips, soft face, relaxed mouth. So I thought we might go through 5 devotional salutes. One of my, not that we should have favourites, but it is one of my favourites at the moment. It's one I've been working with quite a lot myself in my own practice. And I'd like to invite you to devote each round to a being, a person or an animal, or the sun or the moon or a river that you feel that you'd like to express your gratitude towards. So someone or something that's touched you, that's moved you, that's offered you something, and you just want to give back. So 5 rounds, so that we'll prepare for our first round, and I invite you to visualize that being, that living being, animal, human, tree, ocean, and just hold that living being in your heart as we go through this first round. So devoting this first round to that living being. Exhale, release the arms down. Breathing, raise the arms up. Exhale to your forehead, to your heart, and to the earth. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, extended child, and then coming to lie down, palms above the head, forehead down. Breathe in. Bend your arms. Inhale, straighten. Intersphinx. Straighten the arms. Then bring the hands back alongside your chest. Inhale. We move through a cobra into extended child. Exhale. Tuck your toes, hands alongside your knees. Inhale, come up. And exhale. And we pause and breathe. Second round, dedicating this round to a second living being who you'd love to thank, to send them some positive energy, some light, some love. So hold the vision of this being in your heart for this second round. Exhale. Breathe in to your forehead, to your heart, and to the earth. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, extended child. Come to lie down. Palms together, forehead down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Bend your arms. Straighten. Hands back alongside your chest, lifting up. Bend the legs. Extended child. Tuck your toes. Inhale. Exhale. And take a few breaths. Third round, a dedication to a living being, visualizing this being, person, animal, flower, plant in your heart space. Sending them your appreciation, your love, your light. Exhale and breathe in. To your forehead, to your heart, and to the earth. Inhale. Exhale, come to lie down. Palms above the head. Breathe in. Bend your arms. Straighten. Into six. Straighten. Hands back alongside your chest. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck your toes. Inhale, coming up. And exhale. And breathe. So fourth round, devoting this round to a living being who's offered you so much that you would like to give back, to send some gratitude, some love, some light. Exhale, inhale. To your forehead, to your heart, and to the earth. Inhale. Exhale, come to lie down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Straighten the arms. Into six. Straighten. Hands back alongside your chest. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in, coming up. And breathing out. Take a few breaths. Soft shoulders, soft face, soft breath. This fifth round, I would like to invite you to dedicate this round to yourself. Appreciation, gratitude to yourself. And you might like to say to yourself a few times, thank you for who I am. Thank you for who I am. So dedicating this round to yourself. Exhale, breathe in. To your forehead, to your heart, to the earth. Inhale. Exhale, come to lie down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hands alongside your chest. Lifting up. Pushing back. Breathe in. And breathe out. Thank you for who I am. So just pausing here for a few moments. Feel your whole being flooded with love and light and warmth and gratitude. All right, one more standing pose before we come back down to the floor. We'll do a balance. So if you're feeling a bit wobbly this morning, a hand on a wall or a chair. So weight into the left foot and we'll just see if we can pick up the right. Now you can either just sort of stay like this, or if you can hold on to the knee. Or if you want to go further, we can make hold on to our big toe, left hand on the hip, and then we might see if we can straighten this right leg. Keep lengthening up through the crown of the head. And gently release. Come back to being a mountain for a moment. And then we'll try the other side. So a few different options. We might just be lifting the knee like this, hand on the hips or on a wall, a table, chair. We might be hugging the knee, trying to keep the spine upright. Or we might reach down, hold the big toe and extend the leg out. Good. And gently release back into mountain. Take a breath or two here. Okay, if you've got your bolster or cushions or pillows, let's grab that again. And I'd like to invite you either to come into supported bridge or fish. So gentler option is bridge, placing the support or not. Don't want to be, if you don't want to use support, that's okay. But otherwise we're here for bridge or fish, which I think you all know. The bolster will be under your upper back and the back of the head on the floor, or propping the head up with some cushions if there's any neck issues. And you just extend the legs out. But otherwise we're here. And letting go, sighing the breath away. And again, let's Come back to those words. My face is calm. My mind is calm. My whole body is calm. We're going to stay here for about 5 minutes, but if it becomes uncomfortable, feel free to release early and just rock from side to side. Stay down on the mat. While you're here, I'd like to share a beautiful poem with you by Dana Folds. Do not let the day slip through your fingers, but live it fully now. This breath, this moment, catapulting you into full awareness. Time is precious, minutes disappearing like water into sand, unless you choose to pay attention. Since you do not know the number of your days, treat each as if it is your last. Be that compassionate with yourself, that open and loving to others, that determined to give what is yours, to give and to let in the energy and wonder of this world. Experience everything, writing, relating, eating, doing all the little necessary tasks of life as if for the first time, pushing nothing aside as unimportant. You have received these same reminders many times before. This time, take them into your soul. For if you choose to live this way, you will be rich beyond measure, grateful beyond words, and the day of your death will arrive with no regrets. Just another minute here. over the next 2 or 3 breaths, preparing to let this pose dissolve. The safest way is to just roll gently to one side and then lie back down, give yourselves a lovely hug. And then I'd like to invite you to choose your favourite forward bend. So it might be supported child or something different. To choose a forward bend you'd like to work with in the next couple of minutes. So it might be just lying over your bolster or your cushions or pillows, or something where you're sitting, Paschimottanasana. If you've got a bolster, you might pop it on top. And come forward. So if you're doing an asymmetrical forward fold, stay for a minute on each side. Come up halfway and then go into the pose again on the other side. Just another minute here. Softening. And slowly, slowly preparing to release. And finally, one more pose before we rest, a twist. So not too long. You might like to sit cross-legged or do a reclined twist, or even Bunul Manasana, what I'm doing now. Just going from side to side a few times. So just a minute working with a twist, or you might hold a twist even in Dandasana. So just like I am, turning. And when you've had enough of the twist, we'll lie down for rest. Making sure that you are comfortable and warm. You have all the support that you might need. Perhaps saying to yourselves a few times, my face is calm. My mind is calm. My whole body is calm. Letting everything settle. Feeling thankful for this time to rest, to be still, to stop. Let yourself sink into the feeling of gratitude and just notice if there's any resistance. So we don't want to force ourselves to feel gratitude. So I'd just like to guide us through now various aspects of life that we might feel grateful for. So firstly, I invite you to bring your awareness to your breath, mindful that each breath enables us to remain alive, allows us to stay here a moment longer. Appreciation for our precious breath. And then bringing your attention to what you can hear. Without labeling sounds, simply notice your ears' ability to hear. Give thanks to your ears for allowing you to hear everything that makes up this moment. Noticing your sense of smell. Offer appreciation to your nose for letting you smell. Without your nose, you couldn't taste your favorite meals, smell fresh baked cookies, or breathe in the ocean air. So give thanks for the ability to smell. To your taste buds now, offering gratitude. To your tongue and mouth for letting you taste your favorite drink and the array of foods that nourish your system. Notice what you feel with your skin, the temperature of the air, the texture of clothing. The skin also enables us to feel the sand on a beach, sense a breeze on our neck. Give thanks to your skin for helping you experience life. To your eyes, sending waves of gratitude to these magical eyes for letting us see the world around us. Thank you, eyes, for enabling us to see art, nature, beauty in all its forms. To whatever degree your eyes let you see, thank them for all they do. Now bring to mind someone in your life who is easy to love. Picture this person or animal and send this being the deepest gratitude for being in your life. Shower this being with love, love for their very existence. Now bringing to mind someone who has made your life easier, and thank them for whatever they have done to help you out. Now take a deep breath and gather up all the important people and animals in your life. Bring these loved ones into your heart. Hold them there, sending appreciation and love to each and every one of them. Finally, expressing gratitude for silence, peace, love, tears, life, joy, and everything in between. Just allow the feeling of gratitude to wash through your being. Now feel free to stay here if you'd like to, as you are, for a bit longer. Otherwise, let's slowly now begin to deepen the breath. Bring a little bit of movement into the fingers and toes. Do what feels good. Have a stretch. And then if you'd like to come up to sit, and we'll close this morning's practice with 3 Oms. Bringing the hands together at the heart. Exhale all breath. Inhale. Namaste. And much gratitude to you all for joining with me this morning and over the years. Much love to you all. Bye.